Well, for more analysis on China and its diplomatic efforts, let's bring in Victor Gao. He's Chair Professor at Soochow University. Good morning, Professor. Always good to see you.
Thank you very much for having me. Good morning.
Always a pleasure. So, Professor Gao, Pakistan and China enjoy what Beijing calls an all-weather strategic cooperative partnership. And since 2013, the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor has resulted in tens of billions of dollars worth of investment. How did we get here? What drives this deep relationship?
Thank you very much. I think China-Pakistani relations are truly what we call ironclad brotherhood and sisterhood. The two countries completely respect each other, despite of our different circumstances, different challenges. For example, China and Pakistan look at each other as completely equal partners. And we also coordinate our international positions to a very large extent. Pakistan is a leading friendly country as far as China is concerned for the Muslim world and for the Arab world, because there are lots of Pakistani friends who work in many Arab worlds. So in many senses, the relationship between China and Pakistan are not only based on economic cooperation, but also very much driven by strategic coordination. In a sense, I think China completely trusts Pakistan. And every time I run into Pakistani friends, we call each other brothers and sisters. And this is truly a very unique and extraordinary friendship. We are not only good neighbors, spiritually, we are soulmates of each other, and we coordinate many things together. Whenever one country has some difficulty, the other country is always the first to come to the rescue. And I believe this kind of brotherhood, camaraderie, and partnership will continue for many years and decades to come.
It is a true definition of ironclad, as you say. And just this past week, we saw the results of China-Pakistan cooperation in space. The Chang'e 6 carrying instruments from Pakistan and its payload. Could you speak about the importance of space projects in the future of Beijing-Islamabad ties?
Yes, indeed. I think China's space program is progressing very rapidly. I will not be surprised if China will eventually land its taikonaut on the surface of the moon ahead of any other country before the end of this decade. Now, in this regard, China opens its door very widely to cooperate with many countries, including developed countries as well as developing countries. Now, Pakistan is one of those countries that I'm sure China will be very much involved in cooperating with in terms of different aspects of the space program. I will not even be personally surprised if one taikonaut eventually will be trained from Pakistan and fly into the Chinese-made space station eventually in due course. In my belief, the sooner, the better. And also, I would say Pakistan has been providing a lot of assistance in terms of the satellite ground station inside Pakistan to coordinate with this global program of China's space program, which need to be coordinated from different parts of the world for the peaceful exploration of space.
Professor, we have just about half a minute left, but I did want to touch about the security concerns, because the security of Chinese interests in Pakistan is always a high priority. And in the past, we've seen insurgent attacks on Chinese institutions and personnel there. How has this been, navigated?
Well, indeed, in the recent period of time, I'm aware of at least 3 lethal attacks on Chinese nationals inside Pakistan. Many of these Chinese nationals are working on CPEC-related projects or teaching the Pakistani friends, etc. Now, each time when such terrorist attacks takes place against the Chinese nationals, China and Pakistan coordinate their position. And I'm grateful to the Pakistani government and people's support to make sure that the safety and security of the Chinese nationals inside Pakistan will really be assured. And also, I think China and Pakistan and the neighboring countries have a daunting task in coordinating their efforts to fighting against the terrorism of all kinds, sometimes inside Pakistan, sometimes in the neighboring countries of Pakistan, then this is an uphill struggle. I think we cannot be complacent. We need to beef up security, beef up awareness to make sure the nationals from China and from other countries are absolutely safe and secure when they operate inside Pakistan.
Victor Gao, Chair Professor at Soochow University. We'll have to leave it there. Thank you as always.
Thank you very much for having me. Bye-bye.
Bye.